First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Henry again on second down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw is Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body gets...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And Walker has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Here is 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jake Ferguson from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Whoa!
It still won't go down. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
A pass complete to Odunze. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short.
A gain of 12 yards brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going right back to Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To about the 40-yard line. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
To the air, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Fights him off. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Second and 5. On play action, here's Williams. That is caught inside the 5. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
To throw, it's Williams. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Derrick Henry, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On play action, they'll throw. This one thrown deep for Schoonmaker. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Hawk 70.
Henry up the middle. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll run on first down. Hampton, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hampton. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. He'll drop to throw. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Looking Hyatt's way once again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Hyatt, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw is Williams. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Already. Here we go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
70 Lions.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, Williams. Buying time to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.